Yeah. Yeah. Hallelujah. Taliban. Yeah. Jumping. Hey. They spend like 2 or 3 weeks out the country. Yeah, but other something, they just not to love it.
That's good.
I just found my tempo.
Get in there, Joe.
I just with my left hand on like, whoa. I said, hey, so leave my heart, I can't get her. Chicken finger, fresh, I put them hold that woman, bitch. Jumping, they boys under something. I think I need some rubber tussin'.
What up, though, man? We back. Another motherfucking episode, man. It's your boy Jody, a.k.a. Get in there, Joe. God damn it, I got a special guest in the building, man. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit, man. I got a special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying? This man right here. Hold up. This man right here, we talking about a McDonald's All-American. The only McDonald's All-American out of South County. This man was first team All-SEC at Mississippi State. This man is a legend, you know what I'm saying? So I had to bring him on the podcast, and one of my big homies, you know what I'm saying, like a big bro to me, you know what I'm saying? I had to bring him on the podcast. We got none other than Big Yo, Super Mario, number 33, Mario Austin in the building. Big Yo, what up, baby?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
You already know what it is, homie. I see you got the jerseys in the back, you know what I'm saying? Represent.
Oh, man. It's a little hardware, man.
I need
to get them things up off the floor and hang them up.
Hey, look, a lot of people ain't got them to hang, homie. A lot of people ain't got them to hang, man. Man, I'm glad you could join me, man. What's been going on, man? You know what I'm saying? You been quarantining?
Man, quarantine, trying to stay out the way. I can't afford to get none of that stuff out there, man. My body, it don't sit well with my body.
Man, you Super Mario, you got a immune system built up of a superhero, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that sounds good.
Look at him. Hey, look, yo, it's crazy too, though. How we ain't talking about, man, about 20 years, man, almost. And we get on the phone, niggas, like we were kicking it yesterday. You know what I'm talking about?
No, it's just that relationship we built over the years. No, that shit in high school crazy.
Yes, sir.
It was different.
Yeah, man. Some things just don't change. Some things just don't change, y'all. So, man, I want to touch on a little bit, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people know you and shit, man, from back home and shit, but, you know, we got some youngsters out there, man, that probably, they really don't know. They've heard of you, you know what I'm saying? You know, you like a legend back home, you feel me? Niggas done heard of you, but shit, I don't know what the fuck going on, man. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, some shit to pop off to you, man. Like, so you grew up in York, right?
Yep, grew up in York, born and raised. To spend about probably the first latter part of my life, I think we lived on East Height up until probably about 15.
Ooh.
And then I moved down to Grand City.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You mean block parties back in the day over there in Grand City, goddamn.
Hey, that was the hood amongst hoods, man.
Man, what you talking about? Man? It's a good time. Good times back then, man. So, So you went to York West End, right? Who's your coach at York West End?
Coach John Bell.
Hey,
I played for him. Go ahead.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Nah, I was about to say to keep it all the way 100 with me. How good was you in junior high? Could you hoop in junior high? You this, you tall.
Well, I was terrible. I mean, the thing about me, man, bro, I was terrible, man. I was even when I thought I was nice, I was still terrible because I had so much stuff I needed to work on.
How tall was you in 8th grade year?
What you say?
How tall were you your 8th grade year?
Man,
you about 6'5".
No, I was like 6 foot, 6'1".
Oh yeah, you just seemed like a fucking giant back then, all throughout my life, bro. For real, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Shit, I had that growth spurt my freshman year. I went from like 6 feet, 6'1" to like 6'6".
So you
They were crazy.
couldn't chew gum and got that run at the same time,
Terrible.
huh?
Terrible, boy. Terrible.
Hey, look, I remember we was junior high. I just remember, you know, your cousin Pootie. Pootie was the man. Let's get up to Pootie. He was the man.
Mm-hmm.
Junior high had that 23. He talked cash money shit. I remember him walking in our gym. Pootie. Hey, look.
Hey, he was a light-skinned Michael Jordan.
Yeah, man. Pootie was cocking at a motherfucker. He walk in the gym. Oh yeah, I'm going 40 tonight. Talking shit, boy. I'm like,
Yeah.
Light-skinned nigga. Yeah, man. But that's what's up. And then you went to something high, man. We ended up playing, you know, we played for the legendary Coach Johnny Patrick, man. You know what I'm saying? How was it playing for Coach P?
Man, I was scared to death. I just remember that from that transition from my 8th grade year up until my 9th grade year, I knew at some point I was gonna have to play for him. But I was scared more than anything because everybody that mostly played for him was either from Whitfield or from East Heights. So I was seeing them dudes every day dead. And I'm like, okay, I know they just come from basketball practice. Like, they are stars. If they dead, I'm gonna die. Like, it's over for me. I ain't got a chance. And shoot, man, I remember just like yesterday, the first day he asked me to play varsity my freshman year. That goes back to what I said earlier. I knew I was terrible.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't gonna play, so it was no way I was gonna get on varsity where I knew I wasn't gonna play at all. I knew I had a chance to play if I went out for the B team.
Yeah.
I was like, forget this. I'm gonna go play on the B team. I can get out there and, you know, run around and look like I might know how to play versus get out there with them and they know how to play and I look like the odd man out.
Right.
So, you know, I did that, man, and that probably was the best thing I could have ever did because at the time I didn't have no confidence. I hadn't played enough games to really understand like what level I needed to play, especially playing for Coach Patrick. I mean, he was one of them coaches that was like, I don't know, I can't explain it, bro. It was like mentally, bro, he'll break you down, build you back up. Physically, he was gonna do that anyway, but you had to be mentally strong to pay for him, man. That's why a lot of guys couldn't play for him.
Right. Facts, man. That's facts. So look, 2 state championships, right? So I remember when I came, you know, I played varsity my freshman year, and I came, it was your sophomore year. It was like something was different. I'm like, I'm different by him this year. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to develop some confidence. You know what I'm saying? Your coordination caught up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you just became what everybody would come to know as Super Mario. You know what I'm saying? What was it that changed for you? That was it the summer playing AAU or just working on your game, getting confidence, or what was it, man?
Well, up until that point, I had always worked on my game because I never was, you know, I'll play pickup, never would get picked. So I never get a chance to really work on anything. And everything I did up until that point was like one-on-one. I was doing it by myself, you know what I'm saying? So I think the best thing that could have happened for me was that AAU coach coming to that Livingston game and asking me to play. Because I got an opportunity to not only showcase what I can do, but also put that up against like some of the top players in the nation and see where I stay. Yeah. So that sophomore year for me, I think it was sophomore year. Yeah, sophomore year for me, that whole AAU thing changed everything for me.
Hey, was that Coach Kenny? Because you know I played for Coach Kenny, Alabama Ice. Yeah, okay. And through that, you was teammates with Gerald, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gerald Wallace, okay. So, I mean, man, 2 states. Hold up. So we was back to back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back to back. Matter of fact, hold up, man. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. We was back to back. I got a stun on them real quick. You know what I'm saying? They talking about that back to back, John. We had some chunky range, you know what I'm saying, back to back on them boys. And my junior year, your senior year, ain't nobody fucking with us. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was fucking with us in the state of Alabama. That 1-2 punch was deadly. And matter of fact, I got one for you, big dog. See if you remember this. Do you remember we played Childersburg at the Bartow Arena? We played Gerald and we blew him the fuck out. We got him the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm
I'll tell you what happened. I'm gonna finish the story for you. We was walking underneath those bleachers over there. And I think that's when we really realized wasn't nobody messing with us and we weren't gonna lose no more games.
Big facts.
Because we was sitting over there talking about it.
Yep. It was like we just blew and ain't nobody.
We just blew the number. I think at the time it was like number 2. Number 2 or number 1 team in the state.
Yep. And then look, after the game, remember the coach from UAB came in and offered me and you a scholarship right there on the spot. Remember that? Yeah. But at the time, let's keep it real. Niggas was like, I know you was like, cause you about to be McDonald's and shit. Like,
but I didn't know that though at the time. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that then. I didn't find that out till later on after the season.
Yeah. So was you considering Miss?
I had always considered Alabama, Auburn, and UAB.
Okay. See, I never knew that.
Yeah, that was like my main 3 Alabama schools. If everything failed, it was gonna be one of those.
My bad, big one. We take a pause break right here. You know, Jesus turned water into wine, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on. Let me close, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, man. Let's talk to him. So, boom. We blow their ass the fuck out the first game. You know what I'm saying? That's, old Jody got MVP. Maybe I'm recording this shit. Yeah. I know you had a double-double. I might have had a trip, dog. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, it was.
Go ahead.
It was crazy. I don't even know. I just remember us jumping on them real bad to the point that I don't even think we played late in that game.
We did, dog. Niggas started quitting. They quit. They was giving up. I remember T.O. was at the game, that was big. I looked up in the stands for T.O. I'm like, that's dope, T.O. at the game. But so then we go to, you know what I'm saying, the shit that I hate to fucking talk about. I know you hate to talk about it. I call it the biggest fucking game in high school history in fucking Alabama. I don't know, now another time, have we ever had 2 McDonald's All-Americans playing each other in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, in Alabama like that? I can't think of another, because we usually have like 1 McDonald's motherfucker, but we got 2. One of them the number 1 player in the country, the other you like ranked like what, number 8, was it? 6, 7?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I know your position, power forwards, you right behind Zach Randolph, right?
Yeah.
It was right behind Zebo, which, I'm always right with you, you know what I'm saying? Zebo had a nice career, but I feel like you could have had that same one in the NBA. Let's be clear, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I look at it like this, man. Hindsight 2020, man. I mean, we all, as Hooper, we all want to go to the NBA and we all want to play. But shit, our path is cut. Our path is cut before we even decide what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
That's big fun.
I think I always say a man is measured off what he's been through, and I think what I've been through in my whole career, just let alone my first year playing overseas. I don't think a lot of people would have turned that around and keep it going. I look back now, almost 20 years. It's like, man, my very first year, leaving the country, ever traveling outside the USA, and the shit that took place, man. And it was like, bro, I just went through some stuff that most people don't go through in a whole playing career in 1 month.
Yeah. Well, hold up, yo. I definitely want to touch on that, but I feel like we skipping. I want to stay.
No, we ain't skipping. I was gonna get back. I was just saying that's what kind of made that kind of made me who I am. If I had to do it all over again, I'd do it exactly the way I did.
My nigga.
As far as come to the NBA.
My nigga, I drink to that, cuz. Yeah. Hold up. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, look, so check this out. Boom. So you got the two of the biggest fucking players in Alabama history, two McDonald's All-American. They come out gym. I remember niggas was camping out for that game. Motherfuckers camped out. Reporters. Remember that one reporter that followed us around all day, ate with us and shit? Yeah. This was like the ticket. This is the biggest ticket in town, right? So all I remember, we cut to the end of the game. All fans up in that motherfucker, they up in the stands just rocking. We going to the ship. Yeah. We going to the ship. We about to three-peat, nigga. And what happened? What happened, yo? What happened?
Well, we knew though. We knew going into that game. Coach Patrick knew too. He told us in the locker room, championship game is going to be played tonight. If we win this game, ain't nobody else going to beat us. We knew that. We had beat everybody ass in 4A.
Big fan. We hadn't lost at Alabama. We lost the game down in Florida against the schools.
Yep.
Yeah, but we hadn't lost to Alabama all year.
And then, that was the last time we lost, and that was early.
Right.
That was early.
Yep.
We ran off like 21, 22, maybe 23 games in a row before we lost again.
Thanks.
That's why I kind of get a little heated, man, when I get to hearing these jokers talking about the 04 team and the 03 team. Listen, dog, I'm going to put it, like I told Will the other day, man, bro, I don't see but one team that's really fucking with that 98 team. I'm going to say the bench, because our bench was a motherfucker.
Talk that talk, yo.
No, seriously. Think about it.
Talk that talk, big yo.
Bro, our bench, we had 7 of the coldest role players that could have went anywhere else in Alabama and probably started on any high school team.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, it's crazy. That's why when people get to talking about, oh man, the 98 team, this and that, dude, wasn't nobody fucking with us. We was big at guards. We was big.
Out of those back-to-back teams, which one would you? I think that first one we was deeper, but the second one was you was just at another level that it was gonna be hard to fucking fuck with us. But we was deep we was deep both of them. But that first championship, we was, man. Look, I didn't even play. I was a freshman, and we used to ball in practice, but I wasn't ready. We was so fucking deep, dog. That like shit.
I think that 98 team, that's the one for me, because
that's with Jazz, right? A big site.
Yeah, that was Jazz. Yeah.
Jazz, yeah.
I think that's the special one for me, because I had put so much work in, man, that year before.
Yeah.
I put so much work in, and by this time I had started going to camps and started getting recognition. I knew every time, I would go to school, leave on the weekends, go play AAU games. So I was getting that year-round playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was pretty much playing year-round, but I was getting real in-game playing year-round. So when I leave AAU and I come right back into high school basketball, while everybody catching up, getting in shape, I'm getting in better shape. Right. I had already competed against like the top of the top. So man, once I had got a chance to experience that, man, and that confidence grew, I told myself, man, ain't no way nobody in the state of Alabama is gonna stop me, especially not coming out here on a scale of that magnitude I was on and performing.
Yeah, you arrived that year. You definitely arrived that year, bro.
Oh yeah.
So when Jared hit that motherfucking shot, that lucky ass fucking half court shot on us, man, what was that feeling, bro? What like can you remember, like, you know what I'm saying? What, because that was your senior year, like you was gonna cap it off with a three-peat. Yeah, you about to go on and do fucking amazing things, but like, what was that feeling? Can you take yourself back to that moment when that nigga hit that lucky ass shit? He went on to have a great NBA career, by the way. Not saying he wasn't good, but that was a lucky ass shot.
Yeah, I just think, man, whenever I think about that, I think about that timeout Coach called. And
Willie.
That's the only thing that we played, because I knew what was going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All we had to do was just like guard, man, for 7 seconds. If we guard and stay in front of them for 7 seconds, bro, we going to win that easy.
We up by 2. They taking the ball out under our goal. And what coach told Willie? Don't go for the steal.
Hey, he said, don't go for the steal. He said, don't go for the steal. Just stay in front of him.
In front of him, make him turn.
But I knew when he went for that steal, it was over.
Soon as they throw the ball in, what will he do?
Go for the
steal. And that's how he got a straight line, you know what I'm saying, to get to half court. And hey, look, I just threw my hands up, bro. That motherfucker sunk that bitch.
Bro, I was standing right under the hoop, watch that thing through the rim, just splash.
Damn. You know, I left and went to prep school like right after that, and motherfucker was saying I ain't really give a fuck because I was leaving going to prep school, but nah, nigga, that shit hurt. That shit hurt like a bitch, man.
You know that I ain't know you left after that.
I left, nigga. I left. I went to prep school up in North Carolina and shit. Yeah, Emmanuel Academy. So I wasn't there the rest of the semester your senior year.
Huh.
Yeah, nigga, I was gone. I went to prep school, man. In North Carolina, everybody fell out with me and shit. The coach after for a minute, you know, we got back good because, you know, I came back the next year. But yeah, I was at a prep school. The coach from North Carolina got fired from Emmanuel from Mount Zion where Tracy McGrady went. And then they started a school called Emmanuel Academy. He took all the best players and started his own school. So I get up there the first day, right? And I'm walking. They making us do some shit called canvassing, going around knocking on people's doors. Oh, we're here with the inner city kid with this Youth for Youth program, trying to help keep inner city kids off the street, right? And I'm like, this dropped us. I don't know where the fuck we at. These white folks scared out their mind because we're in a rich neighborhood and all these big tall ass black kids. Mm-hmm. And so we make back up and we walking. The police come tell us, he said, man, y'all just be careful ringing on these white folks' door, man. They terrified. They called the police, but we see y'all kids. We told them what we was doing, but we was scamming because the coaches had us scamming. We weren't working for no fucking Youth for You. They was trying to keep the school open by getting donations and shit. It wasn't even funded, you know what I'm saying? So look, so boom, we walking down the street, right? Mind you, I ain't seen nobody play. This is my first day up there. So we walking. I hear a nigga behind me say, man, fuck these niggas. I don't need none of these motherfuckers. I know I'm going to the league. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Who the fuck is this nigga? Talking crazy like that. I never heard nobody say that in my life. Hey, look, guess who that nigga was?
There's
Mari Stoudemire.
Oh, Mari Stoudemire.
Hey, look, when he went to the gym the next day, I said, okay, I see why that nigga said that. I said, I see why that nigga was talking that shit, goddamn. Yeah, come on, man. I said, damn, dog, this nigga would catch that bitch in the post, bro. Post up, catch that bitch in the post, and go up like this. Dunk that bitch. Don't even look at the rim.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, he was sick, man. He was sick. But so boom. Then we talking about we're gonna slide to when you McDonald's game, you know what I'm saying? You hot as fish grease. You had committed to Bama. And then you end up decommitting and going to and signing with Mississippi State to the Bulldogs. Yeah. They was mad at your motherfucking ass, boy.
And look, the thing about me, man, I always said this, man. And when I committed to Alabama, yeah, I wanted to go there. I mean, every kid that play in Alabama, any kind of sport, they want to go to school in Alabama. I mean, that's what you are taught in your household, your family members, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So for me, right. Yeah. For me, I wanted to give myself an opportunity, hell, be different.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck what anybody like? Yeah. That's what I said. I don't care. Nobody has to like what I do.
Right.
But I always said, if they ain't talking about you, you ain't doing something right.
Yeah, that's big time.
So I fucking, when I committed to Alabama, I had a serious heart-to-heart talk with my grandfather and a serious heart-to-heart talk with my mother. And I remember talking to Ra Scott. You know, God rest his soul.
Yeah, I remember Ron.
The last time he met with me, man, he came down to the school to see me. You know, when he used to come down and you know, I sit down with him.
Waiting on your ass, boy.
Yeah. You know, and I sat with him that last time, man, and kind of talked with him, man, and he told me, man, he said, you know, this recruitment shit can be hectic. I think he kind of felt that, you know, I was going through that pressure point of, you know, not really knowing where to go because everybody was saying the same thing, and it was all new for me and my family. So he told me, he said, listen here, man, he said, if you don't feel comfortable with coming to Alabama, you can always decommit and go somewhere that you feel comfortable. He said, I'm here to recruit you to go to Alabama, but if you choose to do that, I support it because you have shown me nothing but respect. When he told me that, I was like, you know what? I started looking at, you know, the more and more I started being around a team, I started kind of putting myself in that situation. I'm like, okay, me, center.
Yeah.
How many centers they got? They got Irvin Dudley, they got Kenny Walker, they got Sam Hagenis, they got, who else was there? They had another big that was there. So I had like 3 or 4 guys that was in front of me playing the same position.
Yeah. And you and Dudley had similar games too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So they were guys that already established themselves on the court. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to a team as a freshman. Where's my time going to come?
Right.
Started thinking about that. I'm like, okay, do I want to go there, sit for 2 years, and play my junior year? Nah. I worked too hard up until that point to put myself in a position to go and play right away and possibly, you know, skip to the NBA or whatever.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go somewhere like where it wasn't already built or they wasn't already winning. Gotcha. I wanted to be able to change a program, you know, when I step in and kind of help turn a program around. A lot like our situation, you know, they haven't won it in a few years. We got a group of guys in there that bought into the system, and we ended up winning. You know what I'm saying? We kind of changed the culture, man. Now, when you play basketball, you ain't winning championships. You ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of culture I wanted to build up. You know, when I decided, you know, on where I wanted to go, because when I decommitted and I really couldn't figure out how I was gonna go about doing it. So what I did is during this time, they kind of had, you know, emails was big. When you had the social media, ESPN, online, all that stuff, you know, you had emails, so you would get stuff out. So what I did is I used to always talk to, I can't think of the guy's name, but he worked for WTOK. He was like a sports guy for a long time.
Lindsey Hall.
Lindsey Hall.
White boy, Lindsey Hall, right?
Yep, Lindsey Hall. And I told him, I said, you know, I'm gonna decommit and reopen up my commitment. And I told him, and then I got off the phone and I told my grandfather and my mother, I said, the first school call, that's where I'm going. And that's what I did.
Damn. Like the first school that called you that day?
The first school that called me after I announced that I was going to decommit, that's where I was going.
God damn. Hell no, man. Hold up, man. So, hey, look. So what if goddamn Wallace and Selma had called you? Like,
that's where I was going. Well, because of the simple fact I had already made up in my mind that it didn't matter. I had already experienced, it didn't matter where you came from, all you had to do was work, they'll come find you.
That's real.
So I had already said, it don't matter where you play, if you produce, they'll come and get you.
That's real.
That's what I told myself.
Yeah, that's real. Damn, that's crazy, bro. I never knew that, man. A
lot of people never knew
it. Yeah, that's crazy. So boom, you go from committing to state, you know what I'm saying? Your freshman year, you have a good freshman year, you know what I'm saying? But your sophomore year, you broke out. Was it second team All SEC sophomore year?
Yeah.
And your junior year, first team All SEC. Was your junior year the year you hit that shot against Kentucky?
No, Oh, my sophomore year.
Sophomore year, yeah, that big 3-pointer against Kentucky, dog. You killed the fucking SEC. I mean, then you just get inducted to the SEC Legends.
Yeah, 2016.
Okay, what's the name of what's the honor?
SEC Legends.
SEC Legends. That's dope, man. That's big time coming from where we come from, dog. Hey,
Yeah.
Y'all better get this man his goddamn flowers, man, while you can spell them, dog. There's a legend up in the motherfucking building. I said that, Jack. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy, though? I was telling Willie this other day, man. You know, he kind of, you know, Willie rooting for the home team all day. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
And we was talking. He was like, man, when they gonna hang your jersey up? I said, you know, me, man, when I played sports, I played it for the love of the sport. I ain't played for nobody to look back and say, hey, we got to do this for you. Hey, this, that, and the other. You know, me personally, I think about when I go to Mississippi State, I only gave those folks 3 years of my life.
Right.
And I got a whole side of a building. You know what I'm saying? With all my accolades, all my championships, all my achievements.
Yeah.
And I dedicated 17 or 18 years of my life in the inner city of York school system. And I go on to go to college, and I go on to play college basketball, and I go on to get drafted, and I go on to have a 13-year college professional career. And I can't even get a piece of paper hung up.
Man.
You know, for me, hey, it's all, you know, you do things the way you want to do it, and you know, you say you want to do things and good things for the community. But I look at it like this, as you're talking to the back of my hands, because all you're doing is talking a bunch of smoke to try to fool me and put on this suit to try to have me feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Talk that talk, big yo.
But for me, you know, I don't like to get into that, man, because I ain't never, like I said, I ain't never been a guy to say, hey, you should have my jersey up there.
Hey,
if you want to be real, look, if you want to be real about it, truthfully, my shit should be the only one hanging up in there. I'm just going to be honest.
Talk that talk.
No, but look, think about this. Think about this, Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, we done had guys go to college, and yeah, we done had guys play overseas. It ain't been but one McDonald's All-American there.
All-American.
One.
They threw that motherfucker. It's fact.
One NBA draft pick.
Big facts. Big facts.
I should at least, look, when I bring my kids home, or I go to a game, I walk in the gym, I see all the trophies that I played hand in winning, but I don't see no write-up saying Mario Austin played here, yada, 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 you know, none of that. But I can go to a school that don't even have, you know, I think about Mississippi State, they don't have to have me on the wall. They ain't have to put my, you know, my jersey up. They ain't have to put my picture up. I got a whole life-size picture on the side of the wall that probably gonna be on the practice facility forever. Wow. But, you know, I just think about it, man. You know, when I come back home, and, you know, everybody want me to do a camp, or everybody wants me to do something at home, and it's like, you know, I dedicated my life to this city. Wow. I shouldn't have to come back home and do something in order to get something done. I've done work. I'll put in my time. I always said, man, every time anybody get to talking about it, I'll be like, listen, man, my time is now. I'm gonna play while I can. I'm gonna worry about what I can do on the court. The rest I can't control. I don't try to control it. But if you want to be frank about it, I really think my shit should be the only one hanging up in there. If you want to be real about it.
Big facts, man. And then you know, I ain't got nothing against what nobody do, but you know, we only hang up state championships too. You know what I'm saying? We don't hang up no area shit. But you know, no disrespect to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no disrespect, but you know how we was brought up, dog. If you ain't winning championship, it don't mean nothing.
Yeah, all we hanging up is championship, dog. If you want your poster on the wall, you better win state. That's where you're gonna be remembered around that motherfucker. Other than that,
that's it.
You know,
that's it. If you want to hang areas, shit, we can hang areas all around that
You got too many of them, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got enough room for all those.
Big facts, dog. Big facts. So look, check this out, Big Yo. So draft night. That's a night, you know what I'm saying? Kids grow up dreaming, you know, want to be with their family, you know, help their mom out, take care of their family, man. Like, then you draft night, you know what I'm saying? Where were you at? And you know, who was with you? Did you have, you know, your close, immediate family with you? Where were you guys at watching the draft?
We was at my mom's house. It was me, my mom. Yeah, it was me, my mom, and my grandfather. We were sitting there, and shit, it was one of those bittersweet type of situation. Yeah. I think it was like bitter because I knew I had another year of school,
right?
And at the time, they didn't have that rule where you can get drafted and as a second round and go back to school and play, and they put it out, you know, the next year, and I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Why couldn't you do that a year ago? I can still be at school, you know, and just go back to the team that drafted me. Yeah. And shit, man, we ended up, I mean, I remember just like it was yesterday, I was sitting there talking to my granddad, whole first round. First round, man, the first 9 picks ran off the board, got all the way up.
And my bad, yo, where were you kind of, you know what I'm saying, had you been told, I know you've been talking with your agent, where were y'all thinking? Like late first round, mid first round, what y'all thinking?
Mid first round, anywhere from 17 to the end of the first.
Okay, gotcha.
So when, I don't know, I mean, I don't really know what took place. I just know it was a whole bunch of like stuff that took place that was out of my control. It was just one of those, at that moment, that feeling, it was like, okay, I can sit back and say, okay, I fucked up. You know, I can drown in my sorrow, or I can pick myself up out the mat and say, all right, second round, just add a little bit more grease onto the motherfucking knob, and you get your ball and you go to work. And I was, you know, I was happy, but I was also mad because I'm looking at the draft. I know it's probably one of the toughest drafts that has come out in years. And, you know, I look at a few of those cats on that went up, you know, ahead of me. Yeah. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, okay, David West, great player, great professional career.
Right. Oh, you bust David West's ass. You bust
yeah, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, me personally, I'm thinking it don't get no bigger than me, David West. I done set out 10 games. It's an ESPN game. We're in the Garden, my first game back.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in there giddy.
Right.
And I'm already knowing in my head that this is my last year. Because I made a promise to my mom that this is it. I was like, this is it. You know, no matter what happened, I'm leaving.
Yeah. And
shit, man.
Was it pressure of you know, wanting to take care of the fam, and you know what I'm saying? And
that played a huge role. I think with my situation, my mom not being able to work and having heart trouble, and watching her steadily get worse over the years. You know, for me, we didn't have the money to pack up and go to a doctor and, you know, these big fancy doctors. You know, we had to pretty much take what we could get. So, you know, I looked at it as, okay, this is an opportunity to make a little bit of money, get a little bit better doctors than what we have. You know, who cares how long I have to do it? We'll get the initial money and just keep working towards whatever we got to do. So, you know, I had already made my mind up before that year even started that I was going to leave.
Right. 100, man. And when they did call your name, bro, like, what was that feeling, dog? What take me back through? Did you hug your mom? You know, everybody gonna shed some tears they hear their name called. Yeah, like,
you know what's crazy? I ain't even shed no tears. I hugged my mother and I shook my granddad's hand. And the last words he told me on that night, he said, very disrespectful. Go make him feel you. That's all he said.
What
He ain't said let him. Huh?
Say that. Hit me with that one more time. What did he say?
He said very disrespectful. Go make him feel you. And we talking about a guy don't know nothing about basketball. He don't know no rules. He don't know no players. He just looking at the whole setup, you know.
Yeah.
And shit, man, it was. I think I felt more disrespected than anything. Mm-hmm. So that's what drove me.
Yeah, for the rest of your career, right? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I've always felt disrespected in any situation, even in high school. There was always that one player, oh, Mario can do everything, but he does it better. But my team will be 28-1 and his team will be 22-12.
Right. Yeah.
So my whole career I dealt with somebody always being better until they line us up and we grease him up and send him on off. We spank his ass and send him on off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd always be like that. So for me, it was just, okay, say he better than me, line him up, let's play.
Already.
And that's what drove me my whole professional career. Because everywhere I went, everybody was better than me. Oh, you can't do this, you can't shoot, you can't. Okay.
Man.
Whole career, dog.
Oh, this hell, man. So, man, I mean, you know, I didn't want to take up too much of your time, bro, man. But really, man, appreciate you coming on, big bro. It really was all about, I mean, you told me you had a documentary coming, so that's why I didn't want to dive too deep. You know what I'm saying? What's going to be the name of your documentary, bro?
We haven't really lined up the name yet, man, because I want my name to be kind of catchy. You know, I've been thinking about a few. I can't really say anything, but
okay.
we got a few lined up. Me and my wife been kind of deciding on it.
Okay.
We're gonna shoot it to some people and get their professional thoughts on it and see what happens. But
I think
it's gonna be good shit, man. Like I said, man, there's so much of the ins and outs that everybody think they know, but really don't know. Like even the people that know me, that have known me for 25 years, don't know half of the shit that I've been through. So the doc gonna be good, man. It's gonna be all raw facts. It's gonna be pretty much about how things from start to finish, how things work.
Yeah.
All the years I played.
Man, I think that shit necessary, man. I think that's gonna be big for the culture. It's gonna be big for our people back home. You know what I'm saying, man? And like I said, bro, I appreciate you coming on. And the thing about it is, bro, it's just the fact that we got a lot of little young kids growing up down there, man. And sometimes people feel like they don't got enough, positive role models to look at, man. Well, hey, man, we sitting here looking at one right now, man. Y'all get that man his flowers while he can still smell them, you know what I'm saying? Instead of somebody passing away, then you hooping and hollering and this and that. We got a legend sitting right here amongst us, somebody who went on and did something that ain't nobody else did down our way, man. Get that man. I salute you, big bro, for real though. You know that, man. We ain't really talking about 20 years, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
But when we chopped it up, it was just like we were kicking the other day, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a Willie egghead ass, you know what I'm saying? Him and DP, you know. RP Clyde, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, we were talking about Clyde the other day, man. And people forget about Clyde, but Clyde one of the coldest basketball players ever.
Clyde Herman.
Clyde Herman. Hey, Clyde will take off from the three-point line, boy, with that one hand, Statue of Liberty, boy.
Hey, for real.
Hey, we have some hoopers, dog. That's why when they get into that, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait, bro. We got to jump on one, man. Me, you, Willie, Dre, and DP.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, dog, man, like I said, man, I appreciate you, big homie. I ain't gonna take up too much of time, man. Yeah, appreciate you, Super Mario. Till the next time, baby. You already know it's Lock 3 for life. Appreciate y'all tuning in with your boy Jody, aka Get In There, Jody. What they say? Hold on, what they say? I'm saying. Yo, I love you, bro.